Good day, Simmers, and welcome to the second leg of the world tour. We are currently at Rome Fiumicino Airport. That's where we landed in our first leg, so we are going to continue. And oh, a car in the way. If you look at the airliner that we're flying with, then you might already can guess where we are going to, and that's Budapest, Hungary, which is the hub for Wizz Air. More information about Budapest will follow in the in-flight video when we are up in the air. So for now we will just go and set it up and leave as soon as possible. Let's head to the cockpit. By the way, if you can tell, we are flying with the Airbus A320 Neo today. Just to switch it up a bit, this is the actual aircraft from Flybywire. There we go. It's been a while I've been flying with this plane, so we might have some interesting stuff going on that I don't really remember how it works. But as far as I remember, we have the pad over here where we can get our Simbrief data, which is from Rome to Budapest. There we go. And this is our flight plan, so let's load up the fuel, which is 5671. What makes it handy in this thing is that you can just do this, and we do it fast or do it real. There we go. And now we are loading, and then we can also load the payload. Let's get the crew going.
Cabin crew, whenever you're ready, open the doors and let the passengers on board.
No problem.
And we started boarding as well. So we're loading the fuel and we are boarding. So that is perfect. Alright, that's all set here. Let's see how we are doing actually with the radar of VetSim. There's no one online again. But actually, when I started everything up almost a half an hour ago, there was ATC online in Rome, but they went offline. But the Adria radar is online, so let's hope when we cross this airspace that we will have VetSim online, and we will also have Budapest Control online. But we'll see for how long that is valid. As said in the first leg of the world tour, it's not about VetSim. This is about flying around the world and learn about the destinations that we're going to. If you enjoy this series, like the video, subscribe, and become a member of the Discord server. I will gladly invite you to it, and you can become part of this small community that we have. So no VetSim, so we can just get going, basically. GPS primary, because that's loaded. Alright, let's have a look. So first of all, let's do this. Select it. We got the right AirAct, so that's perfect. GPS primary, that's also good. It's also in it. Let's get the data. Go. It's nice when it works. Need to say the integration is better than in the PMG, but we always manage. Diff rip, that's what we keep with the Airbus. Diff rip and performance in the end. So the data in it. Flight plan right now in it too, which is fuel, and then we do the performance. So we did now this. Let's get this going. So we have the GPS which is working. And we have the flight plan. We leave from, well, I've taken a look actually. There was no ATIS online or anything, but let me show you what I looked up. Which is my favorite, one of my favorite websites. Which runway to choose? We choose runway 25. Because this is our METAR. As explained in my tutorial, we got a QNH of 1013. Which is standard also. So we don't have to change it. And we got a nice wind to be taking off from runway 25. So let's do so. So we depart from runway 25 via the Ulza 2 hotel. No, this is the departure. Oh, there's no departure automatically given. That's weird. So to Tibur from runway 25. What looks the best? This is quite a steep turn. This looks quite okay. Nope. I like this one. So we go with the SOSA 5 Alpha. SOSA 5 Alpha. And add it to it. SOSA 5 Alpha, Type 9 Bravo. SOSA 5 Alpha. Type 9 Bravo. Here we go. Insert. Let's have a look how that's programmed. Go to plan. And we have runway 25. Zoom a bit out. And we have this turn which looks exactly like our route. There we go. So now let's see if we have any discontinuities. When we scroll through the waypoints. There is one I see already. Which is right there. So we clear that up. There we go. And there is another one. But that's because I didn't put in the arrival. I'm also not going to, because there's ATC online. They might change my arrival. So I'm not gonna do anything of that yet. QNH is set, which is good. Let's have a look at our fuel. It's completed. That so we can actually turn on the seatbelt sign. There we go. And we can but I always get confused now, because to turn on the APU in the Boeing you need to turn on the pumps. I completely forgot the order of when to turn on the pumps in the Airbus. Luckily I have my own manuals how to do this. So when do you actually turn on the pumps here? Hydraulic and stuff. Yeah, I don't really have that order printed, did I? Oh, I did. No, that's icing conditions that I made. So no, so I'll just do it from my head, which I think is best, and that is to turn on the pumps when I use the APU. I can't imagine that can do any harm. So, all right. So this is the route that we're gonna take. Let's brief our departure. Speed control, 250 knots until crossing flight level 100, which is normal. Where is the transition? Transition is 6,000. Alright. And we will... let's overlay it. That makes it a bit better. Alright, so there we go. Max 200 knots until here. And then we have Sozak, which is need to be above 3,000. All right. So at Sozak we need to be already above 3,000. Initial climb routing for Sozak 5 Alpha. So it basically looks to me like it's above 3,000. So climb as quickly to 3,000 and then continue climb. That's what it looks like to me. Yep. Alright. Good. Not a problem. All good. So let's turn this up to 4,000. There we go. Speed is not my problem yet. But that's it. Then the fuel. Block fuel we fill out. 5.7 I would like to fill out. There we go. And then this will fill out automatically. And I double check once that it is actually correct. This is taking perfectly from the trip wind. The trip wind, yes, we can fill it out here as well. Which we find over here. The wind goes, it's a positive 10. So that is a tailwind of 10. So as far as I can remember, that's... There we go. A headwind. No. I want a tailwind of 10. Can I put it like this then? Yep, there we go. There's a positive. We got wind in the back that gives us a positive one. I hear airplanes going, so I'm not the only one at Rome at the moment. So that's perfect. I do need to set these things a bit better. There we go. Active is Unicorn, which is perfect. Yep, that's perfect. It's all good. The fuel is set, which is init number 2, if I'm correct. See, there we go. Then we have the performance. Transition altitude to 6,000, which is correct. We go with flap 1. Is that it? Yeah, alright. That's 10. But 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, that's how it goes in the Airbus. Alright. Taxi temp, I have no idea. This will fill out now automatically. Alright. 136. The speed is now like that. Okay, that's also good. Not a problem. Sounds all good. Alright, let's turn our transponder on. We just put it at 1,000. There we go. Alright. Fuel pumps. I just do that for the view. I'm not sure if that's necessary in this plane, but oh yeah. Then I'll turn on the beacon. And we have 9 passengers to go. Is it also... Now here we must be done. Yeah, we are loaded up here, so that's good. Alright. So for the services we can put these away. We are boarded up, which is great.
Hi, Captain. All passengers are on board and doors have been cleared.
Thank you very much.
Perfect. So we have the ground power on.
Please open doors and cross-check. Thank you.
APU bleed, and the ground power can go. That is great. So then also the ground power can disconnect. Are we disconnected then? Yes. Wonderful. All good. Seatbelt and no smoking is on, parking brake and APU bleed. Yeah, that's all good. Let's see. For our pushback. Pre-plan our pushback. We go to runway 25, which is right here. So we push back facing north.
Cockpit to ground.
This is ground. Stand by. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. My name is Daniel Cristiani and I'd like to welcome you on board of this flight. We're not anticipating any delays, so we hope to be up in the air in the next 15 minutes. We are all set preparing the flight and we'll start the taxi to the runway soon. So please, if you could get yourself seated and secured, we will be on our way pretty soon. Thank you. Okay, sir. The bypass pin is installed. All doors and hatches closed and all ground equipment is removed.
The parking brakes are set. You may lift.
Parking brake set. Lifting the aircraft.
We are cleared for start and push.
Okay, cleared for push start. Please release parking brake. Please release parking brake. Please release parking brake.
Parking brakes are released.
Commencing pushback. You can start the engines in sequence.
It will start in the sequence.
Engine number 2 start. Road traffic with 4906, pushback facing north, stand Sierra 03. We have a look that this goes up until 19 or 20. It says available, and then we can start engine number 1. It says available. We can start engine number 1.
Okay, pushback completed. Please set your parking brake.
Parking brake set.
Parking brake set. Lowering aircraft.
Ground. Startup is complete. You may disconnect.
Roger. Good engine start. Cleared to disconnect. See you at the side. Have a good flight.
Holding position waiting for the visual. Thank you and goodbye.
Good engine start. Taxi lights on. This is all good. This is all good. This is all good. Flap number 1. We arm this one and we put on max out brake. There we go. No flight controls. A test. Bank right. Bank left. Descent. Ascent. Rudder right. Rudder left. Which has a bit of a delay, but that's what I know from the Airbus already. So that is good. Alright. Tested. Frequency off. We can lock the door. And what I remember from that thing, that used to be inoperative, but I think that was something to do with this thing. Yeah, there we go. And the cabin check, we'll do that as well. Then we have the whole set checklist done. Oh. Checklist is done, that is here, so we can actually get going. The passenger view, as usual. Now, bye now. Rome traffic, Westport 906, taxiing to runway 25. Bit confusing this point over here, but I need to go right here. There we go. Nope. I definitely made a wrong turn. Not a problem. We corrected by taking this one over here. It responds late to my pedals, this Airbus, but nothing that we cannot handle. There we go. There's a vehicle coming our way. Luckily it's a simulator, so it's just a mistake of the simulator. And, I will just go through. Boom! This is not a highway. Come on, what is this, firefighter? What are you doing? And kaboom!
Cabin crew, seats for takeoff.
I'm taking a very long way to get to the runway. There we go. Rome traffic, West 496, lining up runway 25. Alright. Rome traffic, West 496, taking off runway 25. $100 knots. V2, rotate. Alright, good climb. And we in the landing gear. We try to fly this Airbus a bit manually. It should not be a very big problem. Need to get the lever in climb. Let's have a look quickly how I'm gonna have it. Yeah, this looks good. Flaps up. This looks good. Yep, now I got it. And we are very good, so we keep on going. Auto throttle, come on, help me out here. I'm going way too fast. Regarding altitude, we're quite good. Speed is now also quite good, because we are 250 knots below flight level 100. We now need to put on a standard QNH, which is also done. But it just keeps... the speed is just not right. Going a bit too fast for these restrictions. But we are playing with the speed a bit, so that's all good. Bank to the left. Landing gear was on. I put on the landing lights, right? No. Oh. So my button is not really properly set for that then. Alright, landing gear off. Turn the automatic pilot on. There we go. We're way too fast. No, we're not actually, because we're above flight level 100. So, is this now off? Off. Retract. There we go. There we go. This off. This all good. Alright. Seatbelt sign off. That's good. There we go, that's our cruise level. So you cannot be serious that Adria Radar just turned offline and Roma Radar has turned online. Roma Radar didn't give me any call. So he's just online for 10 minutes. He didn't give me a call to connect with him. If he wants to, that's completely fine. and Budapest also went offline. So it looks like, or we gonna have for 10 to 15 minutes Roma radar, because that one just went online. This is us. We are now flying like this, but here this went all offline. And we just keep on going. Our route. We still have the passengers view over here, so just gonna have a route here. Fly over Italy. Then we will have Croatia. And then Hungary. And we will land at Budapest. Right over here. Our leg number 2 of the world tour. And it will be a surprise of a leg number 3, but it has already been planned the next couple of legs. And how it goes now is by the end of leg number 4 we will be in Africa. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. Fly over Rome at the moment. Here's the... Oh, you can actually... Let's put it like this so you can see it like here, this river. That's where the center of Rome is. As far as I remember when I was there from the video. Okay, it's a station. I think this is even the Colosseum right there. Look at that. St. Peter's Square, right over there. Oh, maybe you see it from the passenger view still. So we'll leave that on for a bit until we have passed Rome, and then we'll turn that off. We're quite high up. I hope you can still see something of Rome. But so far the passengers view which means that we will keep climbing until flight level 380. And while we are climbing, I would like to invite you again to leave the cockpit and have a view on the passengers in-flight screen, where we have prepared a nice informative video about our destination, Budapest. When you come back, we will have our nice fast forward and a nice overview of our flight route, and until we prepare for our arrival. enjoy the video, and I'll see you in a bit.
Hölgyeim és uraim, köszöntjük Önöket a Dancing Pilot világkörüli útján. In this tour we will visit many cities around the world and we have just started. The first leg brought us from Amsterdam to Rome, and in the second leg we will fly from Rome to Budapest. We will arrive at Budapest Liszt Ferenc International Airport, which is located 16 kilometers southeast of the center of Budapest and was renamed in 2011 in honor of the most famous Hungarian composer Ferenc Liszt on the occasion of the 200th anniversary of his birth. This airport is the headquarters and primary hub for Wizz Air Airlines, and in 2019 the airport handled 16.2 million passengers. Budapest is the capital and the most populous city of Hungary. The city has a population of 3.3 million people and is the 9th largest city in the European Union by population within city limits. The city has its origins from two separate towns divided by the Danube River, namely Buda and Pest, and in 1873 the two towns were officially unified and given the new name Budapest. So what to do on a visit to Budapest? Here are a few examples of interesting attractions. The Parliament. A Danube-side icon, the Hungarian Parliament dominates the Pest side of the river with its neo-Gothic spires, gargoyles, and the dome that peaks at almost 100 meters. Tour the building, see it from a boat, or simply look over from Buda. If you take a guided tour, climb the golden staircase and ogle the crown jewels that once belonged to Hungary's first king, Saint Stephen I. It is without doubt the most fascinating parliament building in the world. Castle Hill. Set on the Buda side of the city, Castle Hill looks out over the Danube River and the rest of Budapest. While the hill is not all that large, it is home to many of the capital's most important and impressive sites, with Buda Castle and its fascinating museums found alongside Matthias Church, the Fisherman's Bastion, and the Buda Tower. Wandering around the small and narrow cobble streets of the old town and the elegant buildings of the Royal Palace complex really is a treat, as beautiful Baroque, Gothic, and neoclassical architecture lies all around you. A great way to get to the top of the hill is to take a wonderful old Castle Hill funicular that trundles its way up the hillside. Buda Castle. When on the Castle Hill, make sure to visit the Buda Castle. Fascinating to explore, the large Buda Castle and Palace complex was once the home of the Hungarian kings and queens of years gone by. Built in 1265, the regal Baroque Palace is now home of the Budapest History Museum and the Hungarian National Gallery, both of which are well worth visiting. Széchenyi Baths. Take a plunge in Budapest's most famous thermal bath. The Széchenyi Baths are a visual feast with their canary-hued colonnades and steaming outdoor thermal pools. Make sure you swim inside to explore the vast interior clad with ceramics, marble, and mosaics. Budapest is known as the city of 100 spas for its 120 geothermal springs, so don't miss out. St. Stephen's Basilica. Almost blocking out the sky with its magnificent and monumental facade, St. Stephen's Basilica makes for a spectacular sight. Named after the first king of Hungary, the enormous Roman Catholic Basilica also sports two mighty bell towers and is topped by a large cupola. Its spacious interior is lavishly decorated, and amongst its sturdy marble columns you can find some awesome mosaics, statues, and paintings. Completed in 1905, St. Stephen's is the most important church in the country and still bustles with life to this day. Choir performances and classical concerts take place alongside daily religious services. Dohány Street Synagogue. Also known as the Great Synagogue, it is a historical building in the 7th district of Budapest. It is the largest synagogue of Europe, seating 3,000 people, and the second largest synagogue in the whole world. The interior is mysterious, combining Moorish elements, including the splendid organ, impressive Torah art, gilded detailing, and colorful geometrical paintings. However, while the architecture is stunning, it is the building's past that is most intriguing. An important site for Jewish public life, the synagogue and surrounding districts were at the heart of the brutal World War II atrocities. The synagogue now serves as a memorial to the lives lost in Budapest and as a beacon of solidarity and hope. These are only a few of the many interesting attractions Budapest has to offer. We hope you enjoy the city and to see you in the next leg of our world tour. Kellemes utazást kívánunk!
Welcome back. And we are above Croatia right now, on our way to Budapest still. And it's time to cue our arrival and see if we maybe need to descend already a bit. And I really have a feeling that we need to start descending soon. Right over here. So let's cue in our arrival. So we will land at the ILS runway 31, right? Do we now? Let's have a look if that's actually accurate. Variable for everything, so we'll just stick with this one then. And then we take the ILS. This one. There we go. Enter destination data, that's exactly what we're gonna do. So we got ILS 31 right over here with the Ulza 2 hotel. Alright, and I think we have the Attico transition. Insert. It might means that we already need to have our top of descent. No, that's gonna be right over there. So that's what we're gonna keep in mind. You can also still put in a fix. Flight level 380 divided by 1,000 times 3, 114. What does it say? I'll have a... Okay. There we go. So that's quite accurate. Our top of descent that we calculated right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to start serving alcoholic drinks. Please make sure your tray table is in the down position and clear any items from the aisle. Thank you.
I'll just put it right there already so we can keep an eye out on our descent. Let's brief our arrival. So we will land, and with the passenger view we actually could have a nice view of Budapest. This is on the left side. Alright. 250 knots, 230 knots at Attico, 4,000 feet on Attico, and we will catch a glide slope at 3,000 feet and 2,500 feet. That's basically what I'm gonna do. Alright. So we would like to descend to 4,000 feet. At this, between these 2 points. Let's see if it does it automatically, otherwise we do it by ourselves. Our performance, we can actually fill out our arrival phase. QNH right now. We got our meter, which is automatically here, which makes it easy. Why make it difficult? If you can actually have it easy. There we go. Temperature is 22 degrees. There we go. The wind 180 at 2 knots, so it's not a strong wind. 180, right? 180 at 2 knots. Okay, transition altitude. Is that correct? Let's have a look if we can find that on our chart to confirm. Well, the transition level is by 8C. So let's keep it at that. We're automatically programmed. We got full flaps. That's all right, and then we put out the minimums. 1, 2, 6. Right up there. Out of range. Really? Five, 3, 8 then? Well, then that's definitely out of range. No, it's not. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the cockpit once again, you will be delighted to know that we will shortly be starting our descent, at which point the cabin crew will start preparing for our arrival. If you could make sure all aisles are clear for the cabin crew as they start making their way around the airport, it would be much appreciated. Thank you.
Budapest Tower is online, which means there is an ATIS. ILS approach runway 31 right, so we are quite good. We've currently ventured into Hungary. This is the Balaton Lake, right over here, Lake Balaton. There we go. Huge lake. Huge, huge, huge. And we're not automatically going to descent, so we do it by ourselves. There we go. And now we will start descending to 4,000 feet. And hopefully we will be at 4,000 feet at Attico. So the tower is online, so I only need to contact with him when I'm almost landing. But what do I say then? Luckily I have some instructions written out for myself how to do these things, for if it's been a while. So descent and approach, and then tower, good day, ILS runway 31 right. So that's when 12 miles to go, contact tower. So when it's about 12 miles to 10 miles, then we can actually contact the tower. So let's put a radius on for 10. Now we have a radius for 10 miles. That's where we do the flaps and everything, and luckily this aircraft has very good speed brakes. It's easier to brake this one than the Boeing. But that's all good. What kind of... Well, I do it by 3, so I would like to also descend with 3. Can I activate this now? Descent rate by 3. Spoilers up then, so that we don't speed up that much. So it pulls up. We actually would like to be around flight level 170. Yeah. Let's see that we can do that. Slow it down. That looks quite good. is quite good. That's how we can keep descending with a proper rate of descent. That's basically what we're just gonna do now. Monitor. Oh. Is this just fake here or? Yeah, it is. Just monitor that we're gonna be at the right altitudes, at the right waypoints, and play a bit around with this. What does it say here? Speed brake still out. Yeah, that's true. There we go. That's because we have a descent rate of 3,000.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the cockpit, you may have noticed we've just begun our descent. If you could assist the cabin crew by tidying your tray and handing them any litter as they come around, it would be much appreciated. For safety reasons, please turn off all electronic devices or switch them to airplane mode until after we've landed. And please also note that the aircraft toilets will shortly be out of use. Thank you.
What I'm doing now is just having a bit of a look because the tower is online, so probably it's going to give me a gate or a parking spot. We land here, so we'll just try to exit here or here. This at least here. Yeah. So that when he gives me Romeo 2, that's at apron 2, so that's right over here. If he gives me a 30 something or 40, that's right over here. Really hope he's not giving me Alpha Golf, but that's like a hangar. Well, Wizz Air hangar, but we're not going to the hangar. And or he gives me to Terminal 1, which is 1. Okay, so if it starts with a 1, it's over here. If he gives me a Romeo 2, that's right over here somewhere. Alright. Alright, good. So we can actually delete this now. Just go back to 4,000. Do we have any flight discontinuity? There we go. When we go to Attica, so clear this one. And let's have a further look. Except the Attica doesn't make much sense. Need to put this in. There we go. better. So that's good. Standard QNH needs to go to 1014 and keep descending. Turn on the seatbelt sign and the landing lights. Gonna slow down to 250 knots. We would like to be at quite good actually right now. Just need to descend further. I'd like to turn this to our where we catch the blind spot. There we go. And we continue our descent, which is perfect. We're quite on schedule as far as I know. So when we are at this point over here, right over there, then we could have a bit of a better view. Let's turn on the passenger view. There we go. So that you probably can have a bit of a view of Budapest. I'm not entirely sure. Well, actually we bend a bit more to the left, and as far as I can, it might be right over here somewhere. So we will see. Actually, where these two come together. We have a big river and a small river. Actually, here it might be good. We'll see. We'll see. Or there. I'm not allowed at Attico to be below 4,000 feet, so I need to stay at 4,000 feet over there. So let's keep it at that. And then descend to 2,500. UNH is set. Basically, there's Budapest. Yeah, here. River. Right over there. Anyways, we're there somewhere. But we will have a bank to the right soon. So, I've flown to Budapest a couple of times in real life, but also in a simulator. And when you actually come from the Netherlands, then you have a nice, normally you have a nice flight over the city, and then you have a better view. But unfortunately, that's not the route that we are flying. We need to prepare ourselves for the arrival And indeed, we need to go to 230. Not. Keep an eye out for the tower, which is online. There we go, the tower. Put it standby. After Attico, we go to flight level 2500. Since we have a flight restriction of 230, I think we can actually have flap 1. So we go to flap 1. So a paper ready that we can write down if he gives me taxi instructions after we land.
Cabin crew, please prepare the cabin for landing. Thank
Descend
you.
to 2,500 to get your flaps loaded. On the islet. So we got our diamonds. We are quite good, you see?
Gentlemen, we are about to land. Please make sure you are seated with your belt fastened and your feet in the upright position. Any items should be safely stowed and remember to turn off all electronic devices until after landing. Thank you.
Protocol. Budapest Tower with 496 ILS runway 31 right.
Is that 496 Budapest Tower, hello, runway 31 right, clear to land, wind calm.
Clear to land 31 right with 496. flap 2 and the landing gear.
Cabin crew, seats for landing.
Flaps 3. On the glide slope. Flaps full. Flaps 4. Cabin check. We actually have a landing checklist all set. So we now go over here. Put the throttle a bit down because I would like to get the throttle for myself. I'm gonna play a bit with the throttle here. A bit more up. Go. What I'm looking at is that I would like to keep the speed within this purple pointer and to keep these ones purple diamonds right there. Then we're going to be all good. That's what we're looking at over here.
Budapest Tower, sziasztok, szétpestit 19.5, 11 my final, 3-1 right.
19.5, Budapest Tower, sziasztok, continue approach runway 3 right, wind calm.
Continue approach 3-1 right with 9.5.
Alright, we're all set.
With 9.5, recycle, Scoop 1000.
Scoop 1000 is 9.5.
We're all good. Deactivate
500.
autopilot.
$400. 300. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30.
Retard.
20. Retard.
Reverse throttle. And braking. And all good. Flaps up.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain seated until the aircraft has arrived at the gate. You are reminded that all electronic devices should remain turned off until you are in the terminal building. Thank you.
And we've landed. Let's get a pen for if he tells me where to go. Let's exit here. Let's do him on the APU.
With 9.5, runway 3 right, clear to land, wind calm.
319 clear to land 0905.
Visa 496, welcome to Budapest, to stand 275 by Lima.
Stand 205 via Lima with 496. So now I need to find 205 via Lima. There is Lima. But 205. Keep it rolling a bit. I think it's then 225 via Lima. Because it ended on 5. And I heard it 2. So let's say that it was 225 then. And then we just go there. Via Lima. Makes sense. Welcome to Budapest, ladies and gentlemen. Of our leg, which went better than Amsterdam to Rome.
Visa 905, welcome to Budapest, to stand 272 via Lima.
272 via Lima, could see Visa 905.
272, could I have 275 then? Could it be that he gave me 275? 2027, 22. Let's go to 275 via Lima. Yeah. We go to 275. And not 2027. Makes much more sense. Which is right over here somewhere. No, not on the grass, ladies and gentlemen. Come on. Alright, that's 271. Need to slow it more down. That's... So this is the way, and then not this one, but this one here, so. That's Dutch here, so. This is 274 as far as I know, and this is 275. So that's where we go. And another Wizz Air friend. There we go. Turn off the engine. Turn off the seatbelt sign. Strobe. Wizz 496 is on the blocks. Thank you. Have a good evening.
Visa 496, thank you very much for flying to Budapest. Frequency change approved. Have a good night.
So now is the question, because we are here, can I spawn like stairs and stuff? Quite nicely, actually, right over here, but there comes our friend. Can we get stairs? I'm not sure if this works now, because there's nothing here. or like um, power, baggage. Well, the power is actually coming from all the way over there. So I don't think that we can actually get stairs over here now. Maybe here? No idea if that works. But doesn't really matter. That's just for our thought then. The passengers. That's with the PMDG that it will just work. There's also no exterior power, so except if he's connecting, if that works, then we might even. Then that's the only thing that might work. Is he having trouble connecting to us? Cable connected, so hey, there we go. So we can turn off the APU and APU bleed. Beacon off.
Köszönjük az irányítást, sziasztok, Szépestét, Vizer 905.
Vizer 905, köszi a repülést, jó éjszakát, sziasztok.
Jó hét.
All stations Budapest closing, monitoring, Nikom, good night.
Yeah, there's no option for these things here today. One more try. No, so this is the best we can get. Well, good enough for me. I hope you enjoyed this flight to Budapest. And I would love to see you on the next flight here on this world tour. See you then. Bye bye.